For too long, the world of finance has seemed detached from the natural world, operating in a bubble where numbers and profits took precedence over the health of our planet and the well-being of our communities. The focus was often on short-term gains, with little thought given to the long-term consequences of our investments. But today, a quiet revolution is underway, one that is transforming the way we think about money and its impact. ESG investing, which stands for environmental, social, and governance, is reconnecting our financial choices with the health of our planet and the fabric of our society. Investors are beginning to realize that their decisions can drive positive change, not just for their portfolios, but for the world at large. This movement is not just a passing trend or a marketing buzzword, it's a powerful response to urgent global challenges like climate change, resource depletion, and social inequality. Around the world, people are demanding action and investors are listening. The stakes have never been higher and the need for responsible investment has never been clearer. ESG investing guides capital toward businesses that are not just profitable, but responsible stewards of our world. These companies are leading the way by adopting sustainable practices, reducing their carbon footprints, and supporting their employees and communities. It asks us to look beyond short-term profits and consider a company's long-term impact. Are they building a future that is sustainable, equitable, and resilient? Are they creating value that lasts for generations? ESG investing challenges us to ask deeper questions. Does this company respect the environment? Does it treat people fairly, both inside and outside its walls? Does it operate with transparency and integrity, holding itself accountable to its stakeholders? These are no longer optional considerations. They are now essential questions for investors who want to build wealth responsibly. The world is watching, and the expectations for corporate behavior are rising. Businesses that fail to adapt to this new reality risk being left behind. Those that ignore environmental and social risks may find themselves facing financial losses, reputational damage, or even extinction in a rapidly changing marketplace. In this series, we'll explore what ESG really means, why it matters more than ever, and how it's shaping the future of wealth creation. We'll look at the data, the stories, and the strategies that are driving this global shift. Companies that embrace ESG principles are positioning themselves for long-term success, building trust with customers, attracting top talent, and unlocking new opportunities for growth. This is a story about profit and purpose working together. A story where financial returns and positive impact go hand in hand, creating a better world for all. Join us as we discover how conscious investing can create a legacy of prosperity, not just for ourselves, but for future generations and for the planet we all share. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. These three pillars form a comprehensive framework that goes far beyond traditional financial analysis, offering a deeper look into how companies operate and the impact they have on the world around them. ESG is a way to evaluate companies not just by their profits, but by their broader responsibilities to people, the planet, and their own internal practices. It's about understanding the full picture of a business's operations and its long-term sustainability. The E in ESG stands for environmental. This pillar examines a company's impact on the planet, looking at factors like carbon footprint, energy efficiency, resource consumption, waste management, and pollution control. Companies that prioritize environmental responsibility often invest in renewable energy, reduce emissions, and implement sustainable practices to protect our natural resources. The S stands for social, and it focuses on people, both inside and outside the company. This includes fair labor practices, workplace safety, diversity and inclusion, employee well-being, and the company's impact on the communities where it operates. Socially responsible companies foster positive relationships, support their employees, and give back to society. The G stands for governance. This pillar is all about leadership, ethical management, transparency, and accountability at every level of the organization. Strong governance means having clear policies, responsible decision-making, and a commitment to doing what's right, even when it's not the easiest path. ESG acts as a holistic health check for companies, revealing their true character, values, and resilience in the face of challenges. It's a way to see which businesses are built to last. For For investors, ESG provides valuable insights, helping them identify businesses that are not only prepared for the risks and opportunities of a rapidly changing world, but are also committed to making a positive difference. Companies with strong ESG performance often demonstrate long-term value creation, sustainable growth and stability, not just short-term financial gains. The ESG Compass is fundamentally reshaping how we define business success, encouraging organizations to think beyond profits and consider their broader impact. Now, let's break down each pillar in detail and explore why they matter so much in today's business landscape. The environmental pillar measures a company's relationship with nature. It's about how businesses interact with the world around them and the impact they have on the planet's health. This pillar asks, are companies taking responsibility for their environmental footprint, or are they ignoring the consequences of their actions? We look for businesses reducing their carbon footprint and shifting to renewable energy. Companies that invest in solar panels, wind turbines, and other clean technologies are not only cutting emissions but also future-proofing their operations against rising energy costs and stricter regulations. Efficient water use and waste management are key. Companies that recycle and design for reuse lead the way. By minimizing waste and rethinking how resources are used, these organizations help conserve precious natural resources and reduce pollution. The circular economy is about turning waste into resources, like clothing brands using recycled materials. This approach keeps products and materials in use for as long as possible, reducing the need for new raw materials and lowering environmental impact. Protecting biodiversity and responsible land use are essential. Companies sourcing from sustainable farms set the standard. By supporting organic agriculture and ethical sourcing, businesses help preserve ecosystems, protect wildlife, and ensure healthy soils for future generations. Those ignoring environmental impacts risk future costs and regulations. Failing to act can lead to fines, reputational damage, and even business closures, as governments and consumers demand higher standards. Smart environmental management isn't just ethical, it's strategic. Companies that prioritize sustainability are more attractive to investors, customers, and employees, and are better prepared for the challenges of a changing world. Companies that innovate for sustainability are building resilience and value. By developing new products and solutions that reduce environmental harm, they open up new markets and create long-term competitive advantages. The environmental pillar is about more than compliance. It's about shaping a viable future. It's a commitment to continuous improvement, transparency, and leadership in environmental stewardship. Responsible stewardship is now a business imperative. Companies that lead on environmental issues are not only protecting the planet, they're securing their own future and inspiring others to do the same. The social pillar reminds us that business is about people. Companies investing in fair wages, safe workplaces, and employee growth build loyalty and innovation. Responsible supply chains matter, ensuring fair labor and human rights from raw materials to finished products. Customer trust is vital. Honest marketing, data protection, and product safety are non-negotiable. Companies that put people first earn lasting loyalty. Community engagement, through jobs, volunteering, or philanthropy, strengthens a company's social license to operate. Businesses that support their communities are seen as partners, not just profit seekers. The social pillar is about creating value for all stakeholders. Strong social performance is a foundation for long-term success. Governance is the backbone of a trustworthy company. A diverse, independent board ensures sound decision-making and accountability. Executive pay should reward sustainable long-term performance, not just short-term gains. Transparency is crucial. Open communication and honest reporting build investor trust. Shareholder rights must be respected, giving owners a real voice. Weak governance leads to instability and risk. Strong governance aligns leadership with stakeholder interests and ethical standards. It's the ultimate risk management tool, protecting companies from within. Good governance is essential for lasting business success. The global shift to ESG is driven by powerful forces. Consumers, especially younger generations, demand brands that reflect their values. Companies with poor ESG records risk losing customers and reputation. Investors see ESG as smart risk management, not a trade-off with returns. Poor environmental or social practices expose companies to regulation, lawsuits, and boycotts. Governments are introducing laws and incentives for sustainable business. Companies embracing ESG gain a competitive edge as regulations tighten. The scale of global challenges, climate change, water scarcity, inequality, demands action. ESG investing channels capital towards solutions, turning risks into opportunities. The future belongs to businesses that solve real-world problems. ESG is now central to long-term profitability and resilience. Leading companies show ESG in action. Tesla's electric vehicles and clean energy solutions are transforming industries and fighting climate change. Patagonia's commitment to sustainability and transparency has built fierce customer loyalty. Beyond Meat is revolutionizing food with plant-based alternatives, reducing environmental impact. Unilever's sustainable living plan proves that even global giants can embed ESG at their core. These pioneers align purpose with profit, driving innovation and growth. Their success shows that sustainability is a winning business strategy. They set the blueprint for others to follow. ESG leaders are shaping the future of business. ESG investing is more accessible than ever. Start with ESG-focused mutual funds, or ETFs, which screen companies for responsible practices. Thematic funds let you target issues like clean energy or gender equality. For individual stocks, use company sustainability reports and independent ESG ratings. Look for measurable goals and real progress, not just promises. As an investor, you have a voice. Participate in shareholder votes and engage on ESG issues. Your investment choices send a message about the world you want. Every dollar is a vote for better business. ESG investing is about aligning your money with your values. You can drive positive change through your portfolio. We face immense challenges, but also unprecedented opportunities for change. ESG investing is redefining business success. Profit and purpose now go hand in hand. Companies solving environmental and social problems are attracting talent, customers, and long-term value. The momentum is clear. Capital is flowing to businesses building a better world. Every investment shapes the future economy and society. Look at your portfolio through the ESG lens. See your money as a force for good. Supporting responsible companies is more than wealth building, it's building a legacy. Join the global movement for sustainable prosperity. Together, we can create a world where economies thrive and nature flourishes. Your investment is an investment in our shared future.